What is going on, guys? We decided to do a live stream tonight because we're traveling and we got a little bit of time. Not gonna be a crazy long stream tonight, but I figured we just pop one on here for you guys and talk about what is going on. We get some people in pretty quickly and we'll see what's going on. So, and I do have our special guest, Mr. Mikey G, with us tonight as well. Yeah. All right. I didn't even do like a warm up to the video or anything like that, so we might not get anyone in here. I don't know. But what we want to talk about tonight is pretty much what we have going on right now and what we've been investing in. As we talked about before, I think on our last video, is that I put money into iCenter, which is the Litecoin bot, and it's been paying like clockwork. Actually, I put 7.3 Litecoin in there, and it's been a total of 29 days now, and I've been paid 4 Litecoin out of that. I also invested another $1,000 in Litecoin again when it was down in the 130s. Transferred it over and made another investment into EQL, which is Equalizer. And if you guys aren't familiar with that, we're back in this ICO 100%. It's about to launch
on
Komodo platform on May 31st.
Right.
So there's a few days to get into it. We actually got into it pretty heavy. We're at about 100,000 tokens that we purchased, and we're thinking that this could actually go to $14, $15.
Yeah.
We'd love to see 25 out of it. I believe the supply on the token is 350 million. You can check them out on Telegram, and you can also check them out on their website. You can go to the Equalizer .org, I believe.
Yeah, but it is spelled with an SER at the end instead of a ZER.
Yeah. But everything that they're doing, we're really getting behind. You guys know that I live in Puerto Rico. We're actually traveling right now. We're in Texas, and but they're going to be building weatherproof houses, hurricane-proof houses in Puerto Rico.
Storm-resistant.
Yeah, storm-resistant houses in Puerto Rico, and it's a really exciting thing, to get behind. So we're really excited about the project, and the fact that it's where I live is even better. The guys are super amazing about talking to everyone.
And actually, where they're putting up the first few houses is only about 30 minutes or so from your house in Arecibo, I think it is.
Well, that's what they're trying to acquire, a little bit of land. It's either going to be in Mayaguez or Arecibo. But so either way, it's exciting because
It's it's in Puerto Rico.
it's in Puerto Rico, and it's with the blockchain. It's going to be helping the community out with jobs and everything else like that. So if you go on the Komodo platform and look at EQL,
which is komodoplatform.com.
yeah, and you can check it out on there. But we haven't got anyone in here yet. Crazy.
Sorry, they'll watch it later.
Yeah. But really cool again. EQL, check it out. But other than that, man, we were just watching the markets right now, and holy shit, they are plummeting like crazy, right?
Yeah, but there's a whole lot of weird news coming out. Like it's like they're almost trying to balance the, not FOMO news, but just the good news about blockchain and who's getting in, who's not, and all this new stuff. Like I can't remember one of those European secondary exchanges is doing an actual crypto exchange. The New York Stock Exchange is coming in. They're really coming in heavy. They noticed they mentioned this today, that today the SEC is starting to look at, they're starting to move away from the actual crypto currencies, for lack of a better term, and focus on the people that are trying to like take advantage of ICOs, like just the bullshit ICOs, to be straight.
Right.
And
So we can set something up here.
and I actually didn't look today, and I'm not in it, but I have some people that are in it. the XYO, which is everywhere that you go now, right now. So like, what I'm saying, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you go to CoinMarketCap or Gecko or any of those, any cryptocurrency site, XYO is plastered top, all the banners. And then I think yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever they launch, I know for sure yesterday, I have several friends that are in it, and they weren't able to redeem their tokens, and no one from XYO was hitting them back. So that could be one of the first bigger ICOs.
Yeah.
Because I want to say it was, up in the 9 digits that they pulled, and yeah, I mean that could be one of the first ICOs that just taking shape.
Yeah.
Thank you, I'm out, and
Well, what? I think everyone's just kind of veering away from ICOs because all the scams that have been happening lately and whatnot.
which
And it's legitimate.
yeah, I mean at 100%. Which look, I'm not for the government being a part of what we're calling cryptocurrency. The value that we're moving amongst these coins and projects. What I am for though is them getting in and regulating the ICO portion so that this can't happen. If they did that, what happens is we start creating more value, because then we have legit projects. And I think what's going to happen is they're going to have to show. They're going to probably make it to where it's things that we would do anyway as research. Who's behind it? What's the legitimacy of it? Is it actually useful? Can it be implemented? But they're probably going to add one more thing to it and show, force them to show a proof of concept that it's capable first. It's going to be kind of rough because this is blockchain, and some of these things take a lot of money to develop legitimately. I mean, any of us could go and create one of these bunk ICOs and make it look really good. Well, I could for about $800, man. But in order for them to do it, something has to be done about the ICO portion of all this.
Yeah.
Now, what is that? I don't know. I have a whole lot of thoughts.
Let's talk about some of the ones that we're actually in right now.
Okay.
And that we've invested in, lending platforms.
So you just got some of that.
I just got paid again right now from my bot.
And real quick on your bot, you're not accumulating fiat money. That bot accumulates Litecoin, not fiat.
Yeah.
So for most of y'all that are going to watch this, or most of people like you that are watching this are going to understand or should, and if you don't, I'll explain it. It's not the bot's responsibility to make him money. It's their responsibility to help him accumulate Litecoin. It becomes his responsibility to trade that out for another value that he sees fit.
Absolutely.
For a return.
Absolutely. Well, what I was getting at, so we were just looking at some of our investments right now, and for instance, we had, what was it? Thorncoin actually hit the external exchange. On Stocks Exchange.
On Stocks.exchange, the greatest. I don't care for that any much, but it does work. It is there. It's out there. I call it a low tier one, but
it's a horrible exchange. horrible exchange. And I'm not talking shit. Well, yeah, I am talking shit because I feel like if you put your shit on Stock Exchange, I mean, I actually said to you, you were like, watch it go on Stocks Exchange, and I said, no, it's not going to.
Yeah, I was like,
I was like, hopefully it's gonna be Coin Exchange.
My exact words were, it's gonna go on the lowest tiered, public exchange
Worst.
Possible, Stock Exchange. And actually, I said, where were we when that was in Austin 2 weeks ago when they put it out, when they put their little thing in there. So, and right now it's on there. It's
yeah. Well, there's buy orders in at 1,000 Satoshi.
1,000 Satoshi.
And there's sell orders in at 4,000 Satoshi. And on the website itself, on Thorn, what did we just see? 3,000 Satoshi was the buy?
Actually, here, let me look at it. It's right here. There's 2,800 and 3,000, so there's only 200 Satoshi spreads.
So, oh my god. You know what? I'm still supporting Thorncoin. We both are. We both still have tokens in it.
I do.
But, damn, man. I just feel
it's
like
hard. It's hard
just
to
been a
continue because
fuck.
I feel like, look, most of us that know, so if you were in there, you know what we're saying. You bought on that pre-sale, and they had it in those stages, and that's all cool. Some bought it I think it started at 50, then they had the private sale at 50
Yeah.
again, but that was an invite, and then it went 60,
It was
70,
like
80.
45, 65, 75, 85, something like
Yeah.
that.
And
Either way, it was fucking bullshit.
right, and
But hey, what's going on, man?
so we know that they have plenty of money,
Yeah.
or plenty of asset to work with.
And they've been buying back.
Yeah.
Obviously, because the token's been, the fluctuation where it goes up and then it's coming back down.
Yeah, and we can see the volume movements. I'm sure some of those are from some of you,
Yeah.
but they have asset to where they can push this better, and so it makes it very hard to support it. It makes you wonder, what are they really doing what they said? Again, like, I'm really not trying to talk shit. This is real thoughts. You're this far into a project. You've made a bunch of promises. So they should be delivering more than just putting on a stocks exchange.
I mean, they've delivered.
Yeah.
But in the worst way that you could deliver.
Yeah, like,
again, I'm supporting the platform, but you delivered in the worst way that you could deliver Throne Coin.
Like,
FYI to you, you delivered the worst way.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'm angry.
You could have paid those 2 Bitcoin and thrown that thing on Coin.exchange.
Coin Exchange. Even hit BTC.
Yeah, well, but they have they have different regulations to get. They could have just paid 2 Bitcoin and bet on Coin Exchange, and it would be a much different conversation right now.
Yeah. But all right, they're on Stocks Exchange. Apparently, they're supposed to be listed on 2 other exchanges. If that does happen, amazing. Okay?
Correct.
If it goes to like an actual volume exchange other than shitty ass stocks exchange, I mean, look, it's like it's the worst exchange you could go to for any token. Like, it's just what it is.
It's a way for them to say they're on an exchange.
So, I was hoping that they would actually hit, like I said, Coin Exchange. They did not. It is what it is. Whatever. But moving forward, hopefully they get on Coin Exchange. They get on Hit BTC. Wherever else. And they need to get somewhere else because Stocks Exchange is doomed. It's like NumIV got delisted from Stocks Exchange, like a month ago. And now that's pretty much useless as well. But the things that we are in, that we are excited about, like I already told you guys, was EQL. And then we've just been like really hitting these bots up, and Mike's been working on his trading bot with Trading Score, which is moving along nicely. I'm actually getting texts every day from it now telling me when to buy and when to sell. I'm a little bit more riskier than what their bot is because they like to do a 3% gain.
Well, actually, right now we have it set. So right now, currently, it's at the messages that you're getting are set at 0.8%. Okay, and so that's less than 1%, and that's set up so that you can still gain a 0.5% gain if you put in a market order, because a market order charges you 0.25%.
Well, and you're not losing any percent. You're doing this off GDEX.
Yeah, we're using GDEX.
Everything's running off there. So we're actually getting the notifications, like a half a second before
before they get posted to GDEX.
Yeah. So definitely coming up in the future, you're going to want to check out Trading Score. It's going to be a pretty cool bot.
Well, we're actually probably, I would say, what is today? What's today's date?
22nd.
Okay.
May 22nd.
So May 22nd, I would say that hopefully in the next 2 weeks, we'll be able to make that public. And because we will have had it running for 6 weeks, and that was our goal, to have it running without hiccups for 6 weeks, and we've done that at that time, in which case we will throw it out there as, there's going to be a few people that will be able to come in for a very minimal price. And that'll be, a lifetime price. And, we'll do a video and help you so you understand exactly what you're seeing, because how it works now is you could get 3 buy orders in a row, because, it can't predict the future 100%. And our stuff is based off live trading. It's not really based off of previous or future movement. It's based off current market conditions, and that was very hard to get to that point.
Yeah.
But what's happening is you could see three buy orders, and so you might buy that first one and then it'll drop, and you'll see another one because the algorithm says it's a perfect time to buy. But if you wait, you'll see. And he's seen them. You see buy orders, sell orders, buy orders, sell orders, and every single time you see sell order, it'll be based on a previous buy order that will gain 0.8%. 0.8% doesn't sound like a lot, but yesterday there was 21 trades. You do the math.
Yeah. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Like 19%.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So that's gonna be coming up soon, and then me and Mike have actually been milling around, starting an ICO to purchase cable systems
Yeah.
and run them the way that we think they should be ran, and kind of give them back to the people, where everyone can have an interest and a word, or at least some kind of stake in the game, instead of these big monopolies kind of just running everything and doing what they do. So I would say in the next 6 months we're going to be trying to get that organized and put into play, and moving on with that. So we're pretty excited about that. We'll be looking for investors when that comes up, and we'll keep everyone informed when that's going to be happening. But I would say in the next 6 months we'll have something solid and planned out and ready to roll. So that'll be exciting. But other than that, we've just been playing the kind of up and down game with Litecoin and Bitcoin and Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. I've been messing around with a couple of my altcoins and Coin Exchange and stuff like that. One of them the other day, I actually hit like 4,000%. It was NanJ. I bought it at one Satoshi, and it went up to 44.60 or something like that. It was pretty cool.
It's a good flip.
But other than that, man, the market's been really weird with all this. What the G dot or Mount Gox?
Yeah.
What is it?
Mount Gox, something like that.
They sold another big portion of Bitcoin the other day, and you saw the big drop. But then today it's been we hit under 8,000 again on Bitcoin, and Litecoin was actually, last time I checked, it was just at like 128, 127, something like that.
Yeah, let's see.
So
Current prices are.
Bitcoin is at 78.91.
Ooh.
Crazy.
And Litecoin is 126.84. Litecoin is the most undervalued one on here.
Yeah. And this has been doing every week. It's been dropping, not this low, but I always say lately in the past month I've been buying Litecoin in the 130 range, and then you can sell it at 150, 144, or whatever. But again, what I've been trying to do is just accumulate more Litecoin, and that's why I've been using these bots to accumulate more Litecoin, not fiat. So when everything's said and done, and I reinvest it over and over and over again, instead of having 15 Litecoin, I'll have 50 Litecoin after say 6 months. So I think that's a pretty good idea, and I think it's best to just get as many as I can. We were just hoping that, we were talking the other day, we were hoping that Bitcoin just dropped down to like $5, and we just buy all of it.
I'm pretty sure everyone.
I know.
Like everyone
I know,
was
right?
like, "Whoa," because it's not going anywhere anytime soon. I mean, it's going to have. It's still massively affected by, the news that's coming out, because there's no regulation, and that's good.
Yeah.
And of course, in Ethereum, Vitok or Vidal, whatever,
Vidal.
With him talking about taking Ethereum and putting it on proof of stake, that brings a lot of attention to Ethereum, which also helps bring it to the rest of the marketplace. But yeah, just gotta watch it. I think everyone's just waiting for some final words from the government. Once you get the government in and they've placed some stuff, it's gonna create a lot of comfortability.
Comfortability?
Yeah.
It's definitely not a word.
Wow, it sounds good.
Okay.
Comfortableness.
Comfortable? I get what you're saying.
Right. So when they do that, you're going to have a lot of people be like, okay, this is good, and there will be a money flow back in. Right now, what we're seeing is, and some of y'all have seen the updates where, some of you that are watching this have seen the updates of, like, what's that called? Coinbase started I can't remember what they're calling it, but so institutional investors come in and buy large amounts at a time. Now, the reason they're doing that is so that those large amounts don't affect the price in the same manner as if you were to go on their open market and just buy it right there. Because y'all can just imagine what would happen if, an institutional place came in and bought, $10 million worth of Bitcoin at $8,000. I mean, the price would just sort of, right? Because they're like, oh. And so it's beneficial to them, because what they're doing, what's happening though on the backside is you're kind of locking it up. So the supply, you're still moving the price up, but it won't affect it nearly as much. And on the reverse is true too.
So John McAfee just put out saying that the cryptocurrency bull rally is near. Of course, anyone would say that when you see a big drop in the market like this, because it's going to bull back up pretty hard.
And the reason why it's not falling super hard is because all those, well, not all, but I'd say a large 50% or so of all those people that bought at that $15,000 to $20,000 level in December are just still holding out. Whether they bought, $300 worth or a whole Bitcoin, or 3,000, you get it. They're still holding. If all of those people got out all of a sudden, the price would plummet and we would restabilize, hopefully. But they won't. They're not going to get out until it gets up close to their number. They're probably willing to take a loss, but you can't take, with $300, no one cares about taking, no one's going to take a 50% loss. They're not afraid anymore. They know it's going to move around and they're just waiting.
Yeah.
But that's why the market still has this large bottom that it bounces off of.
Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad to cut you off. But so Chrysos is down.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to mess around with that here in a second.
What does that mean?
But I just pulled up Telegram and I just wanted to. So I was talking about Equalizer, and so if you haven't heard about it, we are about strong and affordable homes that also support local economies by sourcing local materials from local businesses and suppliers, as well as local labor. It's a win-win for all, even those that have EQL. Profits go back into Equalizer, and some of those profits go into a pool of funds to help as many as possible that are in dire need. Guys, check it out, man. I'm definitely behind this project. We already actually are invested in it, and
you're going to want to be ready, because if they buy Komodo and they purchase with Komodo, I believe
it's a 500% like bonus.
Correct.
So
for using Komodo instead of Bitcoin to buy with.
That's correct. So if you do decide to buy, I don't get any referrals off this, just FYI. Mike doesn't either. We're just really behind this platform because it's helping out Puerto Rico. And the guys are really, really great guys. So if you check out their Telegram, I believe they're right at about 400 members right now. It's a very, very new ICO. But they're going to get some pretty good traction here pretty quickly. There's going to be a lot of people behind them. So right now is a good time to get in. Other than that, yeah, the Komodo thing, if you buy with Komodo, you'll get a 500% bonus on buying Equalizer. So you might want to take that in mind. Let's see here. I'm going to look at this Chrysos stuff because of one of the groups that I'm in. Unfortunately, blah, blah, blah. So it's saying the site's gone on Chrysos, which sucks because I had almost $40,000 in there. And yeah, if that's the case, I'm a little upset. If it's not the case, great. Last time I did this, I did it for a few days and then came back up. And it was like this whole big all thing, and then nothing happened for like a month and a half. And still no word from them. I guess they're sitting in the Caribbean somewhere around where I live, just hanging out.
Over in San Juan.
Yeah. They're in the, what is it?
Seoul.
What is it called?
So they're going to call it Seoul.
Yeah.
And it's in old San Juan.
crazy. Um, just looking at some prices. Thorn coin is plummeting to 22 cents. If it's even at that right now. Yeah. So Tron is at 8 cents. And yeah, that is about it, guys. Nothing else is going on. But again, man, instead of letting stuff just sit around, put it in something, let it grow for you. Monix I haven't looked at my Monix in forever. It's at 3 cents. They were already supposed to be launched June 5th, I believe, is when they were supposed to be launching. I forgot about Monix, and I got a bunch of shit over there with them. 404. All right, so they're saying that the Creso site is not getting a 404 right now. It's actually the server's down. The Cloudflare 502 gateway. I'll do something good. So some people are saying that they're updating the site. But I'm not seeing. Okay. So some people are saying that they're getting a 502 screen, which means that the site is being updated. But, who knows? Who knows? These guys honestly just talk a bunch of shit the whole time they're in some of these telegrams, so I kind of like don't. There's like 8,000 messages I'm going through right now. Let's see here. No. Don't see anything else going on. Pieces to the moon. So an admin on one of the sites said the website is down, and when it comes back up, everyone's interest will be fixed, and we will be trading on Binance. That's a lie. Like it's gonna be on Binance.
It ain't gonna be on.
Hell no, it would never be on Binance.
What is that about? Which?
Cresos.
No, there's no way.
There's no lending platforms on Binance, right?
No, Binance would. Yeah, Binance would not allow it. Binance is too.
Well, BitConnect was on there.
No.
BCC wasn't on Binance.
Yes, but that wasn't Beast. That was a BitConnect. That was Bitcoin Cash.
That's BCH.
I know. But that's what it was listed. Like it's still on there right now. If you go to Binance.
That's weird. Well, let's see here. What else we got going on? Bunch of apps. Let's see. But other than that, how's everyone doing, man? Sorry I haven't really been posting videos. We've been traveling like crazy. We've been all over the country. We've been in Texas for the past couple weeks. I was in Louisiana, did a little bit of hunting, and then we were in Florida. Mike drove down. We came down to Austin. We finished up a contract, and then we have a new contract starting in 2 days in New York, and then here in Texas, we got like 5 contracts going on right now. And we just got a lot of stuff going on. So well, some people are saying that they're still able to look at Cresos now. They actually just sent in screenshots of it. Wow, this guy has like $400,000 in his Cresos account.
And you think Cresos is really wanting to open?
He's like, I'm dashboard. He was like, I was dashboard rich. So that means that he still can't get into the site. Okay, so this was an update from someone that said Cresos did say they were working on resetting the whole thing and setting the lending to $3 before they went silent. So just a thought. I mean, crazy idea, but it was not. I mean, that's what they said. They did do an update, so you never know. It could be true, but it could just be false hope as well. But yeah, this guy's right. We did see the same error messages the last time they did work on the platform, so I'm actually happy to see that there's activity. And some people's interest apparently was just recently reconciled as well, so they could be working on it. If that's the case, awesome. But who knows? And okay, so Thorncorn is at 22 cents right now, which sucks because I was hoping that when it hit external exchange, it would actually go a lot higher, and it just hasn't done anything at all. So it is what it is. But well, we have one person watching, but I can't tell who's watching because no one said anything. I haven't done one of these in a while, so it is what it is. But well, guys, I just want to do a little update on what we have going on. If you like the video, just give it a like, thumbs up. And we're gonna try to do some more videos, but we've just been really busy, and it's been hard to break off and do these videos and chat for 30 minutes or so. But good talking with y'all, and I usually say peace from Puerto Rico, but we're gonna say peace from Texas today. So I'll talk to you guys later, man. Bye, guys.